Hello and welcome to AEIOU Oracle. We're going to hit you up with a Divine Masculine check-in. I just did a reading to introduce new energy onto YouTube, and there was a call for balance. So we're going to go straight to the Divine Masculine and ask what's up. And how to balance the energy. So I'm going to get stuck in. I do apologize for you not being able to see the cards. I am working on it. We are working towards better clarity and vision. So I will just pull in a little bit of energy from my oracle, which you can purchase through the description. And if you would like, subscribe and do all that lovely stuff, it's a great energy exchange for the reading. So thank you in advance. And if the energy resonates and you feel like you want to send it to a friend, anything like that, that would be so great. And I love to hear from you in the comments. It's always good feedback and helps me connect more to the energy. So let's just see what comes in. So we've got two. So this is, so we've got alchemy and we've got the volcano. We've got dissolution. And I feel very much like this is, the masculine energy is suppressing their creative juices, let's say. There's an idea, there's a vision that wants to come through very clearly. And they are, by the way, the divine masculine can be in a woman. It's not gender, okay? So this reading could be for a man or for a woman, but there is definitely a suppression of creative energy, of desires, of, I just feel like it's very much something that I feel like you've been sitting on this for a long time. I'm getting for some, this is a book. I'm seeing a book. I'm seeing someone almost like drowning in ideas because you're not getting this out of yourself. It's causing this explosion kind of energy. You could be getting quite ratty and frustrated. There could be some sort of, okay, so there's a bit too many there, but this has something to do with a partnership, with a choice that was made. I would show you the Lovers card, but it has naked people on it, and I'm sure that YouTube will do something about that. Drowning in a choice, drowning in that they, I feel like the choice that was made wasn't the choice that they wanted, maybe, or sixes are about balancing as well, balancing the energy. Maybe a lot of choices were made for other people instead of self. This came up in the reading. I'm seeing the yellow butterflies on the page, and it's very much giving me the feeling of there's a rebirth. There's definitely a change on the horizon, but this is it's on the right side. It's on the male side of the Lovers card, and I feel like this is action. This is all about action. This is all about purpose. This is all about like putting things into reality, like the full. So that was the energy that I saw in the last reading. If you haven't seen the last reading, probably good idea to go back and have a look at that, because this is the divine masculine in a bigger format. Let's say we're going into more detail, but the full I could see the full. So there's a new beginning, and the yellow butterflies are on this card as well. So it's very much having to put something in action, taking the leap. And we've got the Chariot as well, which is the same energy that we got in the last reading. This is This is all male energy. We are definitely speaking on the divine masculine here, and this is about finding balance. It's like, yes, you've had all those ideas, yes, you've had, you know, those visions, you've had all the feelings, you know, like everything is there, and it's about now putting that into action, putting the boundaries up, being assertive with what you're wanting moving forward. Let me just have a drink. Putting the boundaries up and staying on course. That's what I'm very much getting from the Chariot. So we've gone from the Lovers, which is a 6 card, to the Chariot, which is 7, which means like take that step forward. You've got and the Fool is in the middle. You have to take action to pull things into reality. And that is what your masculine energy is asking you to do. I'm getting very much from the Chariot card that you can see on the guy is singing and playing his harp. I feel like you've got to like literally sing this out sing your heart out. That's what I'm getting. To get this to go. This is speaking language. This is what it feels like to me, speaking things into reality. So the masculine, that language is masculine, you know, forming sounds into words. Chaos, la 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 la, into actual formation, into language. You've got to put all those feelings and all those thoughts into language for this to move forward. And you've got the investment card. This is very much of like someone who has, I'm getting, really worked on themselves, is really happy with you know, where they are. And I'm getting a sensation of like, I'm ready. I am ready. I am ready for this. And I'm being drawn to the gloves on his hand. This is like hand in glove. Like I can do this standing on my head now. I feel like for someone, this is very much like you've been thinking about how to express something. You've mapped out, it's like you've written it down, you've, you know, crossed your T's and dotted your I's. Like there's like a letter to be sent, a book to like put out to the universe. There's something that's ready, and it's just like you do actually just need to push it off the edge now. Feel high energy. I feel assertive. I feel clear. So this is regards to this is exactly the same energy. Reading on a very, very similar energy as the first reading. I thought that these would be joined, but we're very much so. So this is being in control of the addictions, being in control of the habitual stuff that we let sabotage us. This is putting down codependencies and people pleasing, and there's lots that can be associated with this. This could also be like karmic behaviors. So this is being put down. You're walking away from this. We've got the 8 of Cups here. Walking away from this into your 10 of Cups, into your I'm seeing happy home. I'm seeing lots of giving, lots of sharing. You can see that the energies on the card are sharing some nice little bits and pieces there. And I'm seeing these two guys here. What is this little conversation that's being had over in the background? I feel like this is to do with your conversation. I feel like this is bringing people together. I feel like I'm getting a lot of healing energy from the 10 of Cups. You're going to attract you're going to attract a lot more into your life from sharing this expression. I feel like it's going to be more than what you thought. Like a lot more than what you thought. I feel like it's going to change. It's like the way that you need to understand it is all that energy. Let me go back to my volcano. All that energy that's being suppressed, all that creative energy, all that expression that's being suppressed in here, once that's actually out into the world, into reality, it can actually start growing things from it, like volcanic ash and soil and all the stuff that comes out. It actually is really fertile. Like you're suppressing all of that goodness inside yourself, and when it actually comes out into reality, it's going to flourish and bring you more abundance and all that kind of stuff. Like it's going to do more than what you actually think. And that is, I feel like there's a fear of just how good it can be. I can hear that. Yeah, and that's the truth. So the Ace of Swords wanted to flip out, and then you've got the Knight of Swords behind that. This is really fast-moving energy, and this is clarifying that what I just said is the truth. This is what you need to understand. The sooner you let this out, the sooner that it can start growing abundance. This is a really beautiful, beautiful energy, and I feel like we've hit the energy right on the head in regards to this being spoken out, or this being words, expression, a book, a letter. Yeah. I just heard text message for some. So we've got the Knight of Wands that wanted to jump out. This is your passion. This is your passion. This is your passion moving forward, yeah? So you've got two knights here now, passion and focus, raging forward on two noble steeds. This is a hell of a lot of energy that wants to move through you. I feel like this has been coming for a long time, and that's the reason why it's coming out like a crescendo, you know? Have we got anything else? No, they've gone dead. I'm just going to pull this deck because this is just screaming at me, and we didn't hear from this deck in the last reading. So I'm just going to ask, is there anything else? So we've got the Five of Pentacles, and that just nearly shot off the table. I feel like the lack and the scarcity and all that kind of stuff is a thing of the past. I feel like it's something that you're leaving behind. And I also feel like, oops, I feel like you're not, yeah, the Tower. But I don't see the Tower working in the same way for you in this deck. I feel like you're building something from scarcity. So something that you thought was maybe something that was really bad about yourself, or something that was, that made you into a bad person, or that would have gone against you, or say if you had like a really tumultuous past, or you were abused, or whatever that is, it's like you're building something amazing from it. You can see the lovely, wonderful ethereal castle. So normally on the tarot deck, traditional tarot, the tower is actually falling and people are falling from the tower. But I feel like this is in sort of like the reverse tower. It's like you're building something from nothing. You're building something from like the desert. There's nothing there. And it's because you are bringing all the loveliness and from the inside of the center of the earth out into the desert, so that Does that make sense? It's like I'm getting, for some, if you've had like a humongous argument with someone and you haven't spoken to someone for years and it's over and it's terrible and whatever, just you speaking into that space and, I don't know, offering apology, or just reaching out in some format or sharing a letter or whatever that looks like, an expression of how you actually feel inside, will build something from nothing. It's like you're going to change everything from actually releasing this energy into the world, literally building from nothing. Very much getting like pain to purpose kind of thing. And we've got the King of Cups. This is you loving on yourself. This is doing something that fills your cup. This is taking your self-love to a completely new level. I'm getting very much that. So we've got the King of Wands. Jesus Christ. Whoa, and the Ace of Cups. Holy shit balls. Okay, so lots of passion. This is a passion project that is like, oh my god, you got two kings here, and the Ace of Cups. This is just magnificent energy. You are becoming your own boss. This is taking control of your life, your emotions. Like, I can't get these cards right. It's really confusing me because I'm back to front on my screen. I can't even, like, I'm getting in a muddle. It's not even working out right. I do apologize. I will get the hang of it. Did you see that? Me really fluffing around with these cards, like, why can't I get them all to line up nicely? So you've got the boss in the middle here. This is the King of Wands. For me, this is like absolute taking command of your life. By doing this, you're taking control. You're doing what feels right, and this is completely filling your cup. This is God saying, this is it. This is it. This is where it's at. If you're an artist or a composer or anything like that, anything that is involved in taking your gifts to the next level, absolutely do it. This is, if you wanted a nudge, this is your nudge. God is meeting you. God is meeting you, like, head to head, saying, let's do this. That's lovely energy. Like, absolutely building something from nothing. Like, so much emotional fulfillment. I feel like this is your legacy. I feel like this is like the Holy Grail, like, this will help you like live forever. This is how big it is. This is building, like, you've seen the 10 of Cups out here as well. This is the 10 of Pentacles. This is building legacy from doing this. That's a card that wanted to come out. 9 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. This is you sitting here when you're, old and grey, going, I fucking did it right. I got it. I did what I needed to do on this earth. This is you. This is you. And then we've got Judgment. This is your purpose. You have, I would say that this is, if you didn't know, that this expression that's been trying to move through you is godly. It's divine. Like, that's where our art comes from. It's our ego that, that puts so much, like when people don't like our art and we get really upset about it. It's like, why are we even worried for? Like, our art comes through the divine. It's not really ours. It doesn't belong to anybody. It's just an expression of who we are. And it just takes the load off. Like, the more authentic that we can express ourselves, the better the art is. The more, the more it's well received. I feel like this is literally gonna, this project or this thing is gonna make you glow. Like, they're bringing the sun or the moon kind of. Can you see that on that card? I love these cards. They're so pretty. You know, this is big. This is huge. This is going to bring so much light and joy and healing to your life. The dog says yes. Dog says yes again. Seven of Swords. I just got that, like, there's someone that's just come onto the farm and the dog's going crazy. Like, there's I feel like it's giving me the feeling that something shady happened. I feel like something shady happened. What is this? Something that you've run away from, walked away from. And I feel like with him holding on to these three swords, I feel like it has something to do with heartbreak, because the Three of Swords is a heartbreak card. That's what I feel like it is. Walking away from a heartbreak, or there's definitely something shady going on here. Ace of Wands came out sideways. So I feel like this was an not even an opportunity. Tell me more about the Ace of Wands, please. The Magician, the Fool, Death. Jesus Christ. Eight of Swords, Queen of Swords, the Empress. Okay, this is a side note for the divine masculine energy. Something you manifested, a new beginning that what I am getting is right. Okay. The shady thing, the Ace of Wands coming out sideways, the way that I could read it would be something in the past that you manifested, a new beginning is ending, and this was fated. You've got 3 Arcana cards in a row there. This was a fated event, right? That you're now basically having to cut off because you realize that you're hurting yourself or other people. Like you're coming into this really compassionate place. Like the Queen of Swords for me, she is the feminine aspects of thought. So like empathy and compassion and trust and all that kind of stuff. But she has really strong boundaries. So she can think about things from like a higher perspective. She can think about like, you know, the whole bigger picture and say, you know, people act this in certain ways because they feel like this or this happened to them, or like you're finding a deeper understanding, right? But I feel like this comes at a cost to something that you're going to have to cut off. And I think that's the heartbreak energy. And an Ace of Wands, it's like you could have taken the opportunity to do this a lot. That's what I feel. I feel like you've been teetering on actually making this big change, cutting this thing off, whatever it is. It's different for everybody, because you're seeing things from a higher perspective. It's like you don't want to hurt anyone. You don't want to hurt anyone. Like, that's very clear in the cards. And you're manifesting like a new beginning where this can end without having to hurt people. That's what I'm getting, because we've got the Empress card right at the end of it. So this is an energy that you're working towards, or that you're understanding that, you know, like, it's like you've got to crack some shells to get to the eggs. You've got to make some big changes that may hurt some people so that you can get to your abundance, get to that safe place, get to that, you know, like, next level. Like, you're understanding this now. So maybe this is like aspects of shadow self as well, like not wanting to hurt people. That's the reason why you're holding back from expressing this. I'm getting for some that you want to talk about the past. You want to talk about what's happened to you, even if it was from a child. You know, if you were abused as a child, or if you went through a rough time when you were younger, and you're finding it hard to speak about this because you don't want to hurt people. That's what I'm getting. But to show you that you won't hurt people, like, this is your clarification. This is the Six of Wands. It will cause change, but you will win. Like, the Six of Wands is all about like riding through your community and celebrating, and everyone looking up to you saying like, good job. Yeah. And then you've got the Three of Pentacles there, about everybody working together. It's like, with this newfound information, with this expression, with this book, this letter, this whatever that needs to come out, it's like, now that it's out, we can actually work on it. Like, people are going to not react in the same way. And I feel like you're going to find so much more balance and this giving energy that you want, because people will be able to understand what you've been through and what you went through. I fucking love the Six of Pentacles. The sixes in tarot are my absolute favorite. I freaking love them. So I just want to pull in clarification on moving forward, please. Can you tell us what is the abundance on the other side? So there is going to be heartbreak. This is that Three of Swords that I spoke about. There is going to be a heartbroken, okay? There is going to be a heartbroken for this to happen. You already know this, though. But what is after the heartbreak, please? Can you tell us what's after the heartbreak? Three of Pentacles, exactly the same message. You're going to be working all together. Everything will work out because you did this, because you were vulnerable, because you spoke out about this, because you were brave enough, because you put the boundaries in place, because you changed your energy. Everything can therefore change around you. Six of Wands again, same message. There you go. That's twice out. Strength. Oh. Right. Let me speak to you about the strength of this card. This card gives me such freedom. Okay. If a horse doesn't want to be ridden, it will not let you. It's that simple. It can buck you off. It can throw you over a fence. If it does not want to go, it won't. and this is what's happening with all your energy. You have to will it. You have to ride the horse. You have to take the reins. You have to build rapport. You have to do it. You have to ride it. Honestly, I started my day by watching this absolute gorgeous woman on a white horse. This is such a clarification. And I was Goldfrapp came into my mind, ride on a white horse. I think I'm going to leave it there. That is your message. The things that you think will happen will happen. There will be heartbreak. There will be people that don't understand, and that's absolutely fine. But what will come out of that will be everything, will be amazing. Like all the thoughts that you have in your mind, you're right. Yes. Your logical mind has mapped it out. There will be, there will be some heartbreak. You will have to change some things. But what comes after that will be fantastic. Like, will be everything that you could possibly ever want. And not just for you, for so many people. I really hope that helps. I'm going to move on and balance the energy with the divine feminine. So thank you so much for being here. If you would like to purchase the deck, then you can have a look in the description. Thank you so much for your time here, and I shall see you soon.